They called me nothing, until my dad's boss called me Mamam. Subscribe for more jaw-dropping revenge tales every day on Cold Revenge, where karma meets creativity. You're just a waitress, sweetheart. Let the adults talk. That was my Uncle Mark. Wine glass in one hand, ego in the other. The whole table laughed. I smiled politely, slicing my steak, and the last thread of respect I had for that family. It was the annual Grayson family dinner, a humiliating affair I'd long stopped looking forward to. My cousins flaunted their real jobs: lawyer, banker, surgeon. My dad kept quiet, sipping his scotch, pretending he didn't hear them call me a waste of tuition. I dropped out of college 2 years ago. No one asked why. They just assumed I couldn't keep up. Spoiler, I could. I just had a better plan. So I left the table, dignity intact, and went back to doing what they thought was nothing. I returned to my startup, an AI logistics company I built in a garage with 3 friends. All of us labeled failures by people who thought LinkedIn was a personality trait. Fast forward 18 months. A major Fortune 500 company went into crisis. Their logistics systems crashed. Products weren't moving. Clients were screaming. They needed a miracle. They found me. We got them up and running in 72 hours. Their CEO, a silver-haired powerhouse named Douglas Ellington, offered me a 5-year exclusive contract and equity in their global division. A week later, he invited me to a business dinner at a 5-star restaurant. I walked in, confident in my navy blue pantsuit. But as fate would have it, guess who was already there? My dad, my Uncle Mark, my cousins. Apparently, Dad's company had just been bought out by Ellington's company. And tonight's dinner, a meet and greet with the new partners. Ellington waved me over. Everyone watched, stunned. "Gentlemen," he said, placing a firm hand on my shoulder, "meet the founder of Momentum AI, the tech that saved our supply chain. This is the future of our global logistics." Then, with a smile, he turned to me and said, "Ma'am, would you like to do the introductions?" My dad blinked. Uncle Mark choked on his champagne. My cousins looked like statues at a wax museum. I looked around slowly, then said, "Oh, we've met." And I didn't shake a single hand. But wait, plot twist. I wasn't just the partner. I was the buyer. 3 months ago, I'd quietly acquired 51% of my dad's struggling firm under a shell company. Ellington only bought in after I secured control. So technically, I was their boss. 2 days later, Uncle Mark was demoted. My cousin the banker? Let go. And my father? Transferred to a remote office in Alaska, where they still use fax machines. Petty? No. Calculated. Love this story? Don't just watch. Join the movement. Subscribe to Cold Revenge, where every day we serve justice, vengeance, and twist endings you never see coming.